Up until 3 weeks ago, I had just assumed that I would always be limping and dragging my right leg. Now here I am 5 months later, pain-free, and I have my mobility back. My name is Ryan Whitnauer. I am 46 and I currently am a farmer. September of 24, I tore my meniscus getting into a grain bin on the farm, and I had done the physical therapy, different prescriptions for pain medicine, and was not getting any kind of relief. It was about Halloween of last year. I was in a tractor. I went to hit the clutch and the brake at the same time and lost feeling in both my legs completely. I was completely numb from the waist down. The day that I came in, I was in such bad shape that I almost fell getting onto the scale because I couldn't pick my legs up. I was shivering, I was freezing, and then next thing you know, I was sweating, and my sweat smelled like Windex.
When Ryan came to us, he had been to several different doctors. They had ultimately landed on some sort of neurodegenerative condition, ALS or MS, and I just wasn't quite sure that was accurate.
He started asking me questions that none of the doctors had ever asked before. Things like, how old's your house? Do you have well water? And he's just going through and he's writing feverishly of all the different things that he wanted to do.
We actually uncovered a few instances where he'd been bitten by a tick, and that made the light bulb go off that maybe we're actually dealing with Lyme disease here. So tested him for everything under the sun, including Lyme disease, and sure enough, not only did he have it, he had 2 different types.
One that I know that I for sure picked up in spring of 2019 because it was an Asian-born Lyme disease, and I got it when I was visiting Okinawa. The other one was just common to this area.
So we did a lot of IV therapy, building him to a very specific type of IV. He was doing ozone IVs and then ultimately got to EBU or high-dose ozone IVs. It was an immediate difference.
I'm getting my energy back. I'm not limping. I can go up and down stairs. I don't have to hold onto the handrails. And it's strange because he would look at me and see me sitting somewhere and you think, oh, there's nothing wrong with him. And then I get up and start walking and just had trouble with it.
He was like, I feel like a new person. I can do things that I wasn't able to do. My legs are feeling better. Now, they're not 100% yet, but I think at this point, he's starting to see light at the end of the tunnel.
In February, I finally felt good enough to go outside and walk, and the first mile that I walked was 47 minutes. Things are going much better.
He just basically jumped in both feet and did exactly what we asked him to do when we asked him to do it, and the results are starting to speak for themselves.
Part of the recovery is the amazing things that are done here, but the other part is you have to put the work in yourself. If I had the resources, I would pay for every one of my friends and family members to go through at least that consultation and whatever test that Dr. TJ recommends. It at least gives you a full picture of what you're looking at. If you're on the fence, don't hesitate, go for it.